quick comment. It seems that Kamala Harris pleads the fifth also on the question of packing the court. Joe Biden uh, pleaded the fifth when he was asked. Now, when Kamala Harris was asked that very same question during her debate, she instead of answering the question about packing the court, she answered the question by reciting a little story from history about Lincoln. But what that was about wasn't about packing the court. What that was about was the very same thing that's going on right now in Congress. About there being an opening, an empty seat that needs to be filled. So that's not packing the court. That's following a constitutional obligation. Okay. And the reason why Lincoln was unable to confirm somebody to sit on the Supreme Court is not because of what Kamala Harris said happened. I mean, I don't know where she got that from, but that was not correct. What is correct is that the reason why Lincoln did not proceed with the Supreme Court before Election Day had nothing to do with it being right or waiting until the election. No. It had to do with the fact that Congress was not in session. Congress was not in session. And nobody in Congress could fly in because in the 1860s, planes hadn't been invented yet. Okay. And so everybody was, neither did cars. I mean, everybody was still, getting around in horse-drawn carriages or horses. Remember, this is the 1860s. Cars wouldn't be invented until the following century. And planes wouldn't be invented until the next century also. So that's the reason why Lincoln did not appoint someone to the Supreme Court soon before his reelection or whatever, is because Congress is not in session. It's not because Lincoln felt it was wrong. It's because Congress wasn't in session. And there was no way that everybody was going to get there in time. Because, again, everybody's getting around in horse-drawn carriages. Nobody was flying because planes weren't invented yet. And nobody was driving in speedy cars because horseless carriages at the first cars were called at the time, weren't invented yet either. Okay. And if Doc Brown were to go back, and say to all the members of Congress, I'll get you there, it would be an anachronism. Because it doesn't belong there, and everybody would look at this crazy contraption and be scared to get in it. So anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. That here we now have both Biden and Harris not answering the question pleading the fifth, packing the court. And did you hear that recent answer Biden gave? He says, that's a great question to pack in the court. And you know what? I'm not going to tell you until after I'm elected. Because as soon as I tell you, every headline everywhere is going to have something about it. Mr. Biden, with all due respect, sir, that's not a good reason. That's the reason why you won't tell us if you're going to pack the Supreme Court until after you're elected in. Do you hear that, everybody? He's not going to answer an important question until after you all vote him in. So you're not going to know if he's going to do something dangerous until after you let him in. Because if he won't even say what packing the court is. So, do you all you know what packing the court is? All you Democrats out there, do all of you Democrats know what packing the court is? Do you want your candidate not to tell you what he's going to do once he's elected? Aren't you supposed to know? Biden says, nope. They're not supposed to know. My voters are not supposed to know. My voters are not allowed to know what I'm going to do until after they elect me in. And that's the way it should be. Oh yeah, Mr. Biden? All you Democrat voters out there. Do you hear that? Do you hear what Biden said? Biden said you're not allowed to know what he's going to do once he's elected until after he's elected. Smart. I'm about to say smart strategy, but it was coming out smart tragedy. Yeah, smart tragedy is right too. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening again. I'll see you guys later. Okay, take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.